Good morning, grade 8. This is again your teacher, Ma'am Maria Corazon A. Mendoza, and I will be discussing to you Quarter 2, Module 6 of English 8, which is comparing and contrasting own opinions with those presented in familiar text. So if you notice, you actually received Module 1, Module 4, and Module number 6, but you were not able to receive Module number 5. The thing is, Module 5 is connected to or kind of related to Module number 6. So what I will do is I will discuss a few things in Module number 5 so that it will enable you to relate yourself with Module number 6 and get the needed learning from this module. By the way, these are the objectives in this module. So what I need to know in this module, different activities are provided that will help you to develop your comprehension skills in comparing and contrasting your opinions about different texts. At the end of this module, you are expected to number 1, compare and contrast pieces of information from text. So you will learn not only to compare but also to contrast. Okay, you will know the difference between the two. Next, you're going to appreciate, Afro-Asian characters by noting similarities and differences in real-life character. So, meaning, there will be a character to be presented to you, and you will uh, note the similarities or the same characteristics or differences or the different characteristics from a real life character. And last, you're going to give your own opinion expressing compare and contrast with those presented in the text using graphic organizers. So going back to the previous modules, you have learned about graphic organizers already. For example, Venn diagram, concept map, flowchart, just to name a few. So, and under what I know, you will no longer answer this. Okay, so please skip that. Same thing with what's in. Now, however, let me just tell you that for what's in, if you notice, it's asking you to answer the following, but personally, you will not answer it. Okay. However, you are not familiar with this because you didn't get to have the module number 5. Okay. So, we will go to module number 5 now so that you will be aware. So, the thing that you have to know in module number 5 is multimodal text. Okay, so let's go here. A text may be defined as multimodal when it combines two or more semiotic systems, which include picture books, textbooks, graphic novels, comics, and posters, where meaning is conveyed to the reader through varying combinations of the following. So we have here visual. Okay, so as you see, there's a picture of a camera and the eye. In oral, as you see, there is your ear and some musical notes and the staff. The I'm not sure, G clef, I think. And then read written would be a book, and then calculator. And kinesthetic, we have there a hand and leaves. Okay, so learning preference or description and what strategy to use. So the visual, read written, oral, and kinesthetic are called learning preference, meaning how do you learn? Do you learn through visual? Are you a visual kind of learner? Or are you a combination of visual and read written? So you will learn that just now. So visual, this is learned best by seeing, responding to visual cues like images, graphs, or charts. So what is the strategy? Use textbooks with plenty of pictures, flowcharts, graphs, maps, illustration, art, model, and diagrams. In oral, this is learned best by hearing, responding to auditory cues like verbal instructions, discussions, and songs. The strategy is to read notes, assignments, or tests out loud. So if you're this kind of learner, if you're reviewing, you can read the notes out loud. Aside from that, you could also record oneself reading the notes or reading class notes and listen to them. Also, you can make songs about key concepts to remember them. Next is read or written. They are sometimes listed as a subsection of the visual category. These are learned best by reading and writing, responding to written cues like lecture notes, books, and cue card. So let me correct myself, that is read or written. So use textbooks with plenty of written explanations and lists. Provide written statements to explain examples, charts, and diagrams. Last is kinesthetic. This is learned best by doing, responding to tactile cues like movement, actions, and real life examples. They might be distracted by uncomfortable seats or room temperatures. So strategy would be to come up with real life examples to help remember course material. Use real pictures and examples in assignments and presentations. Do own experiments or projects to practice concepts from class. So even if two texts are written about the same topic, they can have different information depending on the author's perspective or the source of the information. So just remember, class, when we compare two texts with the same topic, we get more information that we would if we read just one. Okay, so meaning um, it's like um, two heads are better than one. So it's like research, research, and research. So that's all with module number 5. So under what's new, let's go back to our module number 6. You will no longer answer this. Okay. But let me just read the conversation and we are going to analyze that. So good day. Good day, parents and students. Our school believes that education is important and must not stop despite the pandemic that we are going through. Therefore, our school will adapt and implement online distance learning and modular distance learning. Through ODL and MDL, learning will still be possible in our school. This school year will not be easy and will also not be hard if we help hand in hand. Rest assured that teachers will still guide the students as they continue their journey. Thank you, parents and students. Hello, Lassie. Have you read the latest announcement posted in our school's website? Yes, Kiara, I've read it. It's about the implementation of online distance learning and modular distance learning. Yes, you're right. I agree that this school year will be very challenging for us, but learning must continue. To be honest, at first I don't agree with the school's decision um, to still have classes this school year because I think education is not important in times like this. After reading the post on our website, I understand everything. They assure us that teachers will still be with us to help us understand our lessons even if we can't meet face to face. It's nice that you've changed your mind. The school is right and education is important. I'm reminded that education is really important, and I agree with the school's opinion that this school year will not be hard if we will help each other. By the way, Kiara, I still need to help my mother do household chores. So let's chat again later. Goodbye. Okay. So what do you notice about their conversation? How did they compare and contrast their opinion from the given text? Next, Iya, Renz, and Nicole's conversation. Hello, classmates. I want to share something with all of you. Is it fine with you? Yes, what do you want to share? I've read an online article yesterday. The writer of the article wrote in the last paragraph that students must know their limitations in using gadgets and in using their social media accounts because too much usage will bring no good. Also, the writer said instead of spending their time playing mobile games and surfing the net, students must focus on their studies so that they can make their parents proud. Oh, that is an interesting topic. I agree with you, Nicole. Well, what can you say about it? Do you agree or not? You know what, Ia? I agree that we should have limitations in using our gadgets. Also, the writer is right that we should make our parents proud by focusing on our studies. Also, yes, I agree. We must be responsible students and children to our parents. On the other hand, I don't agree that it will bring no good to us. Gadgets can help us to communicate easily to others and can help us to study by installing a dictionary and other educational applications. I have a lot of educational applications in my smartphone. I also have educational applications in my smartphone, and I can really say that those applications help me a lot. Therefore, that is not true that gadgets will bring no good. We just need to have limitations and be responsible as we use them. By the way, it's already 1. Let's go back to our class. Yes, let's go. So, what do you notice about their conversation? So, it has the same question as the first conversation. Do you think Ia was satisfied with Nicole and Renz's answer? How did Nicole and Renz give their opinion about the article Ia shared with them? Okay. So Nicole and Renz know how to properly ask someone who is asking for an opinion. They answered Ia by comparing and contrasting the given statement with their own opinions. So meaning there is an announcement, okay, as the case of the first one, and in the second one there is an article. So what they did is they compared, okay, the opinion in the text to their own opinion. So that's what they did. Okay. So one of the important skills in reading is to be able to compare and contrast. It is considered as one of the first higher order reading comprehension skills. Class, remember, when you're comparing something, you need to look for the similarities. Okay, so compare doesn't mean the difference. Okay, if you're looking for the difference, it means you're contrasting. Okay, so let's search for the synonyms of similarity and difference for you to understand more what to look for if you're comparing and contrasting something. So if you're looking for the similarity, it means, I mean, the synonyms of similarity are alikeness, likeness, sameness, and similitude. The difference, synonyms of difference, unlikeness, dissimilarity, and dissimilitude. In short, comparing and contrasting is the ability to sort or classify things in terms of similarities and differences. Okay. So here, read the following examples of presented text to deepen your understanding on how to compare and contrast. Okay, so we have here Call by John Amel S. Jonicio. Smartphones and telephones are both used for communications. Each needs signals to make a call, but smartphones can be used in any locations. Telephones are used only for calls, while smartphones have lots of functions. Similarly, smartphones and telephones are useful. Also, these phones are making people's life meaningful. Still, in using any of the two, everyone should be careful. Okay, so the first one is comparing and contrasting things in the presented text. So what are the things being compared and contrasted? Smartphones and telephones. How are smartphones and telephones the same? According to the poem, smartphones and telephones are the same because both are used for communications, both need signal to make calls, and both are useful and making people's life meaningful. So how are smartphones, telephone different? So according to the poem, smartphones and telephones are different because smartphones can be used anywhere or in any location, unlike telephone that can't be brought anywhere. Smartphones have a lot of functions, unlike telephones that can also only be used for calls. So if you're doing just this, your source is the text. Okay, you don't need to add other things or other detail in the from the text to the text. What you will do is you will just get your answer from the text itself. That is your reference. Okay, how about number two? Comparing and contrasting own opinion with the presented text. So what's the difference of number one and number two? In number one, like I have said, you will get your answer from the text itself. Meaning, if you will get the similarities in the text, you will get the differences in the text. But in number two here, comparing and contrasting own opinion with the text. So it's you and the text. Okay, so you have to mention, so look here, in comparing and contrasting your own opinion with the presented text, it is important to know what was mentioned in the text that you agree or disagree with. Meaning, you have to look for something that you agree with or disagree with. What is it that was mentioned? So knowing what was mentioned in the text wherein you agree will lead you to the similarities in your opinion with the presented text, while knowing what was mentioned in the text wherein you disagree will lead to the differences in your opinion with the presented text. So here is the poem. Okay? So use these questions to guide you as you compare and contrast. So what are the characteristics of mothers according to the text? So gifts from above, best blessings that we have, um, etc. Okay, so which of these characteristics do you agree with, and which of these characteristics do you not agree with? So meaning you will just pinpoint, you will just state what you believe in and what you do not believe in or agree with. Okay, that is how you compare and contrast our opinion with the text. Okay, so here's an example. I agree with the writer of the poem that mothers are a gift from above and they are the best blessings we have. Also, I agree that they taught us to live and believe because my mother taught me to believe in myself and in God. That was so true that the mother's love is unconditional and immeasurable. On the other hand, I don't agree with the first and second lines in the second stanza, for my mother doesn't give me what I want, but what I just need, and she doesn't accept my rants. Instead, she makes a way to discipline me. So remember the opinion marking signals that we have studied last time in our previous module. You can use them to express your opinion, to show agreement and disagreement. So that will be really helpful. Okay, so that would be for this module. So independent activity 1, you will not answer this anymore. What you will answer is independent activity 2. So this. Okay, so I am Gabby, a grade 8 student. I enrolled in this school this school year despite this pandemic, etc. So what you will do here is you will read the text. So this is the text. Okay, I am Gabby. I'm not wanting to delay my graduation. This one. So you will compare and contrast the presented text with your own opinion. Okay. So you will write here what is your name, what's your grade level, etc. You will just continue and follow the 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 box here that says reasons why did you enroll this school year. So you will answer just that. You have to complete the boxes. Okay. Okay, so actually, answers only. Do not copy these anymore. Just write you, okay, and then write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes below. Okay, so that's the first one, independent activity 2. And assessment 2, no, do not answer it anymore. So please answer assessment page, this one, 1 to 15. Okay, you have to read and analyze that. And additional activity, no need to do this. Okay, so that would be all. If you have any questions, just send me a chat in our chat box. Okay, so have a good day.